Hello, happy Halloween if you indeed care. I mean, it's like 20 to 11 now. Yeah, 20 to 11. So, for me, it's almost run out. Today's t-shirt though is thematic. It's a little, you know, trick or treater, and he's looking at a thing in the wind. And yes, it does glow in the dark, and no, I don't know what my torch is right now, but it does glow in the dark. It's very cute. Basically, this is like a little normal human boy, and there's like a skeleton ghost or something there, and it's very, very sweet. I also have these like little cat earrings that I was thinking about wearing, but I stopped wearing earrings again, and since I was at work today, I didn't know what the environment was going to be, so I wasn't going to wear dangly earrings. If there's a possibility there could be, places it could catch or thing. As it turns out, not really. There was another guy was wearing dangly earrings, but I don't know if that's because we were on the mez. Basically, well. It was a print shop place in town here, and we were basically sourcing out and packaging up the hanging banners, the point of sale stuff for Marks and Spencer, which isn't even a store we have in town anymore, but obviously they go all over the country, and that's basically what we were doing. But it is a working print factory. Yes, at the moment most of it seems to be geared towards Christmas and possibly even towards New Year type promotional stuff, but they make and manufacture signs for shops. So although the part we were, I said, was on the mezzanine where it was just us, tables, and the work that we needed to do, I can imagine in the downstairs area where there is more machinery, there's more moving parts, there's things with moving parts. There was like heat lamps I saw, there was printing going on, there was die cutting going on. I can imagine that area that having dangling stuff is probably a bit more, well, you probably shouldn't wear that for health and safety concerns. But yeah, no, he was a nice guy, the person with the earrings. But for me, my thing is don't wear dangly stuff. Just in case. It's just the work environments I've been in. It's like, no, it's just kind of frowned upon. Yes, I have stray hair. I haven't brushed it properly yet. But yeah, well, went well. I was doing some like packaging up the things. I was like, when you sort of concentrate and oh, I'm doing it wrong. And the supervisor came up to me, oh yeah, are you alright, doing okay? You want to swap over? I said, I mean, if swapping over is a thing that happens later on, because I started on one job, then I did this job for a while, and then went back to another job, and then went and did the first job again, and then so I basically did two jobs, like mixed it up, and so that was fine. I said, well, you can't, you don't go too fast, you weigh yourself out. I'm like, all right. Normally I'll get told to speed up, so that's novelty. And yeah, so it was like, all right, okay. So I said, don't worry, you're doing well. If I thought you were having problems, I'd come and speak to you about it. But you're doing good. I'm like, all right, cool, thanks. Anyway, this later in the day, the same supervisor came and asked me specifically and someone else, but if we could come and help her with a different task downstairs, which we did. And then she's like, oh, can you stay on for another half an hour? I'm like, well, I'm got to get a bus, but yeah, I guess it'll be okay. The bus will be there at different. Oh, that's a different story. And the other dude was like, no, I gotta go. And whilst I was talking to her, like saying, oh, I don't know basically what I'm doing tomorrow, because they say it's work for today, but they can't guarantee the rest of the week. She said, oh yeah, you can come back, come in. So yeah, basically I'm definitely in tomorrow and Friday. So that's 3 days this week. That's one up on the last 2 weeks. So we're doing okay. I think the hourly rate is a little bit less than what I'm used to. Like by about 50p an hour, which is quite a chunk of change, actually. I mean, on a full, say it's a full 38-hour week, that's like 15 quid. That's like 15 quid a week that isn't there. That's the garage. That's the garage rent. Oh, crap. It's fine, but at least it's work. It's there. And maybe not this one, because it's probably just through Christmas and New Year. Unless they've got openings, I'll like put a word in. But it's it's something. I'm doing something. But I'm ended up missing my bus. One bus. But the reason I missed my bus is because I was on one side of the road and there was a bus stop this side of the road. And I'm like, okay, this has got the thing. But or maybe it's because sometimes the buses loop. And like maybe sometimes if it goes all around the houses and then comes back past the same street, then maybe. So I went over the road to see the thing. And okay, it wasn't, so I rushed back over, and then my Bluetooth disconnected. And I'm like, why have you disconnected? Where's my phone? I had to run back and find my phone. As I went back to find my phone, when the first bus bloody came along. But I got the second bus. So basically, I worked an extra half an hour and then ended up being an extra hour on top, near enough an extra hour on top after that. But it was still worth it. It was still not the most exciting job in the world, but it's working, and at least I'm indoors. You know, it's getting cold now. There's actually frost on the ground when I went to work this morning, so I'm glad I'm indoors. And it's a clean environment. Well, you know, it's like this kind of dust and, you know, normal things you're going to get in a warehouse, but it's not like a greasy warehouse, or, you know, it's like there is, again, we weren't exposed to it, but there are areas I think they're probably a bit mucky by necessity, because you've got the paints and you've got like various oils. I think I smelt some kind of ethyl product, ethyl based product. I used to know the proper name for it, but can't think of it right now. You know, the stuff that makes the smelling markers. So yeah, but overall it was a lot cleaner environment. It was warm, it was dry, and I appreciated that. Question time. Do you and your friends have lots of inside jokes and hilarious quotes? Write down your favourite ones in the space below. Well, I'm gonna, obviously in this case Adam is my primary go-to, but as I've said before, I met Adam at work. And as a group we had loads of in-jokes. My favourite one was Dwayne Barry. I probably shouldn't be telling you, but there was this black lady who would come in, and she was nice enough, but she had like the tight curls, like wasn't like, I don't know if it's cane rolls, because they're like the things that are like tight plaits, but she had, like kind of more like short dreads. But she had dreads type things in a bowl cut. Woman, this is a lady. And then she did have, bless her heart, she did have bucky teeth. So we were like, Dwayne Dibley! And so it was always the kind of thing like, you said, like, we've got the thing. And then we used to, because we had internet access and it was like proper normal computers, we used to put the Google image search for Dwayne Dibley on whoever was serving her screen, which, because, you know, we gets to each other. But the funniest part of that was our younger colleague, Dane, who I guess wasn't as familiar with Red Dwarf. I mean, he probably knew it existed, but hadn't really seen many episodes, or definitely hadn't seen those episodes. So he was like, "Why? What are you talking about? Why are you calling it that?" And so we put the Google search up, and he wasn't the one serving her, but looked over. So we like, you've got the 5 tills in a row. I can't remember how far away the person who was actually, I can't remember if it was me or someone else having it that day. But she came up to the counter to be served, and looking across, and all you can see is Dane leaning on the counter, like where the till area is, and all you literally see is like, well, you get, and it's in profile where he's just laughing so much, but silently. So that was one of the ones that always sticks out. There's a few other things that would, if I try to explain, I mean, I can't even necessarily remember them myself. If I tried to explain them, they wouldn't, and they were different depending on the people. Like sparkly or monies. They both came from Dan. And then some other stuff probably had with like Martin and Jay and like different people, different combinations, jokes against like bosses we've had, or pro or for. And it's like, yeah, so there was lots there. And as for random specifically, yeah. Oh yeah, we have entire conversations just by sharing a couple of words. You know, we've got a whole lot of history going on there. And as for actual quoting, usually it's Simpsons quotes. As often it's Friends quotes, but more, you know, it's usually... Although there's also a lot of cabin pressure as well, if we're talking about actual quotes. So there's, yeah, Plain Yellow Car is a big one. Because, like, he's driving, he's watching the road. He's a very sensible driver. I'm looking at car parks all around more often than he is, because he's concentrating on where he needs to concentrate. So I don't know for driving much, but I know, you know, his concentration is sort of here and then like out to the sides and then his rearview mirror, where my concentration is everywhere I can put my face. Oh, that's over there, and that's over there, and that's over there. Oh, look, yeah, car. Damn you. So, yeah, lots of in-jokes with friends and family and various people. And yeah, just trying to think of other specific examples. I can say it's hard to come up with a specific example. Probably most of them are based on shared events, shared experiences. And then to try and explain them to an outsider, as lovely as you people are, is not going to work. So yeah, we have in jokes. Some of them are quite funny, but it's hard to explain to someone who wasn't there. You had to be there. Alright, I'm tired. I need to get an early night after I've uploaded this. So, if you have been, thank you for watching. For those of you who are maybe watching this at a time where Halloween's still happening for you, I hope you're having a good, safe time. Thank you for watching. You're awesome. I've been Michelle. You've been listening, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.